Most important job of the day, making Sydney's coffee. The troops are mobilizing.
A little stiff.
Yeah. We got a lot of checkpoints to hit today. We got flights to catch, we got cars to pick up, cars to drop off, campsites to claim. Just a lot of driving. Good day of rest.
Kiss that ground, sha-la-la-la-la-la, in the sun, it ain't shame to ride on this side.
At long last, we have made it to the airport. Our trip together is nearing its end. So Connor's catching his flight. Sydney is dropping Ted and Eric off at their hotel. I'm getting the rental car for the rest of mine and Sydney's trip. This is where we part ways. The only thing I didn't think about as I was frantically being dropped off is the fact that the rental car place is not in the airport. You usually have to take a shuttle to it. So now I'm gonna have to pretend that I just got here and find my way to the rental car place. We are on the right track. Welcome back to the Sydney Hates Everything show.
I don't hate everything. I was really excited because I got to pick out the rental car. So Bryan called me so I could pick it out. And I was like, ooh, let's get a Kia Optima. I've never really ridden for a long time in a Kia. Let's do that. And the seats are horrible. They're awful. They're so uncomfortable. And Bryan's just like, I don't understand you. So I've been complaining for the last like 10 minutes.
And now we're headed to Zion.
Yep, so we're heading to Zion. We got 3-ish hours. We have to be there by 5 to get our camping permit. And then we start our hiking adventure tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and I hope my legs are somewhat recovered because right now, walking is agony.
We will see how it goes.
Vlog update. Everything's falling apart and we're dying.
So we've made it to Zion. The first thing we needed to do was go to the visitor center and get our camping permit.
We reserved this site for 2 nights and they're like,
yeah,
you're not allowed to reserve that site for 2 nights unless you stay there the whole time. Why would anybody do that? So we got it for 1 night at least, so we're good for tonight, but then tomorrow night, we don't know what we're doing. So that's that situation. The river is contaminated with super deadly bacteria so that you can't even use a filter on.
And on Tuesday, we were planning on going on the West Rim Trail. So there are springs at the top, so that would be good. But at first I was like, we have to bring all of our water up there. Like, we have to bring up a bajillion jugs.
Of water, yeah.
So now we're worried about dehydration and not being like adequately prepared in the whole like human body.
But all that being said, I still think it's gonna be fine. I think we can make it happen. I think we'll be good.
So now we're getting ice cream.
Yeah.
Because Sydney's depressed.
Well, we'll go get ice cream and everything will be better.
Maybe.
Hello.
Hello.
We bought electrolytes. We got ice cream.
I'm doing really good.
I'm feeling a little better now.
I'm feeling a lot better.
Okay, good.
It's good. It's good ice cream.
I'm currently sitting eating ice cream in Zion National.
All right, folks, we're here. We're at our campsite for the night, kind of. This is the start of the trail. Don't let the no camping sign discourage you. This is where we're supposed to camp. We got a 2-mile hike. We'll set up camp and hang out for the rest of the day. Really hoping there's some shade in there. My legs are in constant agony, but it's gonna be good.
Bryan, after running rim to rim.
The downhills are devastating. The quads cannot keep up. Every little hill is just agony. I see a sign that looks like our campground. What do we got to work with?
Made it to our campground. It took us 45 minutes.
Okay. 2 miles, 45 minutes. So we got to factor that into our tomorrow plans.
Yeah. So I have to wake up really early to try and get a camping spot for when we go up on the west rim.
Yeah, we are very happy it's shady. We were worried about getting shade, but the sun's down low enough that it's like this whole canyon's shaded now. Yeah. But not a bad view to chill out to as we cook dinner and call it a night. I'm really excited to just relax with you.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Not of you, but of the environment.
Camp has been constructed and we're not quite ready for dinner, we don't think, so we're gonna go over to that rock and hang out. Coolest place to be. Hello world, good morning. It has been not a good morning. There have been many revisions to the plan, many changes made. Some revisions made just purely due to the fact that I was not thorough in my planning.
I gotta say, Zion's pretty weird about some of the things that they say you have to do.
Yeah.
So,
like,
it's not all your fault.
Bottom line is I thought things were reserved that weren't really reserved, or I thought things were going to be available. Anyways, we've made a lot of changes, but we are now finally on our way to the Wildcat Canyon trails, which we're going to do today.
And then we're going to disperse camp on a road that people have said has dispersed camping.
We're really just falling into a place where we're kind of winging it and going off of scraps of information we're getting from park rangers and also other people that we just stand waiting in line with.
Yeah.
But I think we're in a beautiful national park. There are plenty of trails and views to be had. So no matter what we end up doing, it's gonna look good. It's just a matter of finding what we can do.
Right. And then it's also like, I'm panicking about the water situation still.
Yeah.
Because we had planned to do West Rim, which had springs, and we were going to camp up there, so then we would have water. And now we're doing East Rim, which only has one spring, and it's normally dried up in summer. So, and we're going to plan to camp there.
Yeah. So we'll just have to carry a butt ton of water with us.
Which is not fantastic, but it'll do.
Mm-hmm. We're rolling on.
Okay.
We going?
Yep.
All right. Here we are at the Wildcat Canyon trailhead, exactly as planned, just how we thought it would go. We just relieved ourselves at these beautiful latrines. Geared up, we got lunch on deck, plenty of water, and we're about to get our first... Is this our first hike, kind of, pretty much?
Pretty much.
Yeah, our first duo hike of the trip. Starting it off right. Let's do it. We're gonna do this hike, and we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be fun. We're having a good time.
It's fun.
This trip is going great.
We're not upset.
Sydney's Stripling Adventure Edition. Hey, they're beautiful.
Hey there.
Hey Sydney, how you doing?
Terrified.
We just saw a real life rattlesnake.
On the trail, I was walking, and then I saw something scurry, and we've been seeing a lot of lizards, so I thought it was gonna be a lizard. It was not a lizard. It was a big old, it wasn't big. It was medium sized. And it just slithered away, and I just started backing away and like trying to climb on top of Bryan, because I was like, I don't want to touch the ground anymore.
Well, we made it to our other trailhead. What do you think, Sydney?
I'm not pleased.
If I had to rate this trail, so we just hiked from Wildcat Trailhead over to Lava Point Trailhead, about 6 miles. If I had to rate this trail, I would rate it.
Yeah. It was nice because it was shady, but like, it wasn't really anything spectacular.
Yeah, just not cool views, not good lookouts really. Oh well, we're gonna get some lunch. Here you can see Sydney preparing lunch. We use the mama bird method when chopping vegetables and fruits.
Pretty good reps.
Mm-hmm. I was quite satisfied.
Want to show them our view?
Oh, it's not that great.
Oh, it's not that bad.
We're on the West Rim. We hiked a little bit down the West Rim trail to find a nice spot for lunch, and we got these 3 pine trees that we're sitting under. I guess 4 kind of. Nice bed of soft dirt and pine straw. Pretty good place for lunch, if I do say so myself.
I'm gonna make a wish.
Okay. That worked really well. What was your wish?
You tell you.
Oh. All right, folks. We took a 1.1 mile detour, but these are the Northgate Peaks. Peak. 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 I don't have that one over there, kids. But I dragged Sydney over here. Worth it? Yay! Wait, it's gonna be 14 miles total today. But she's a trooper. Look at that face. Oh, so pretty. Alright, first thing first, let's, I don't know, shoes, water, what? I want water. Some nice piping hot trunk water. Alright guys, we're still having a rough time. On that hike, we ran out of water, like with 2 miles to go, as the last 2 miles were really rough. Sydney has blisters on the bottom of her feet.
Both feet.
Both feet. So that is going to be quite an obstacle moving forward. Our honey apparently exploded in the footwell of our car, and there's honey everywhere. It just keeps getting better. So we opted to come to this viewpoint, and I think it's the best views we got all day. I think it was worth it.
Pretty.
There's a trail we did. There's the prettiest girl in the park. Alright folks, we've reached what is essentially the end of our day, or the end of our travels for the day, at least. We opted to come down from the mountains, where it is a balmy 103 degrees, and we claimed this campsite. We're in dispersed camping right now, so you're allowed to just kind of pull off the road and camp wherever you want. Road's right over there. But we're not gonna set up camp yet because we're both exhausted and tired and crabby. So we set up our hammock over there. I'm gonna take a nap. Sydney's gonna do what Sydney does. And we're gonna be in a better mood exactly 60 minutes from now.
Who are you calling a bad mood?
I'm not saying we're in a bad mood. I'm just saying we're gonna be in an even better one 60 minutes from now. We got some good dinner lined up. We got, look at how soft that dirt is. We're gonna sleep like babies. Waking up crying every 20 minutes.
Bryan has decided he is going to bathe in the very tiny creek that is next to our camping site.
It's free water. Water's gold around these parts.
And I opted to not do that, so I bathed with a towel.
I saw a frog in here, and if a frog lives in here, I feel like that means it's good water.
Good water.
Good water.
Whatever you say, baby. Okay, so we are making big changes where we're staying tonight because it is hot as Hades. So we have been on the top of the mountain basically the whole day today, and it was really nice. It was really cool. It was like in the 80s, 85s. But we're laying here in a hammock at lower elevation, which makes it 10 times hotter. And
yeah, like we're sitting here laying in the hammock and it's 102.
And it's not, the low for tonight is 70, but it's not gonna be that until 6 a.m. the next morning. So we're planning on hopefully hiking East Rim tomorrow anyways, and it's a lot cooler because it's at higher elevation. So we're actually gonna drive 50 minutes to go camp, and it's 7 p.m. So we'll get there, set up camp, and I'll cook while he sets up camp, and then it'll be so much better.
Mm-hmm. So we keep telling ourselves, it's gonna get better.
It's gonna get better. Today has been a one for the books.
So, en route to the east side of the park where it will be cooler, and we found dispersed camping, also for free. We are driving through Zion Canyon for the first time. So it's gonna be pretty. Someone's gotta build the canyon. Held my breath the whole time.
Oh, please!
Alrighty, we found us a spot. There's Sydney parking the car. There's like a ton around here of just like nice, like open area for camping. We've already seen a couple people here, so that's cool. We got a nice little spot picked out for us, and the weather is divine right now. We've got beautiful views over here, looking at some canyons. We're in a good place now, people. Everything's going fine. We're having a great time.
Well, I'm cooking dinner. This is really our first camping dinner that we're going to have. Everything should be ready in 5 minutes, which hopefully is the time that Bryan will have everything set up at our camp. And then hopefully maybe we can go over to this little area and sit on a towel and have dinner and look at the mountains.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So.
Oh, baby, are we in a good place now. We have a piping hot, delicious meal cooked by Sydney. We just reorganized the car, which made me feel a lot better about my life. And we're eating dinner, looking at this beautiful view we got of some canyons over here. The weather is delightful.
We made a good move coming up here.
Yeah. Thinking back to us laying in the hammock, hot and miserable,
Right?
I feel so bad that I even considered staying there.
Thank you.
So we're gonna, eat dinner and then call it a night, but we'll catch ya tomorrow.